Alright, so quarantine turned me into a little baby bitch boy when it comes to productivity. But season 2 of The Mandalorian is finally here and it inspired me to do 2 things. Number 1, resubscribe to Disney+. Number 2, hit record on my camera. Spoilers for episodes 1, 2, and 3 of season 2 of The Mandalorian are ahead. Chapter 9, The Marshal, kicks off season 2 with Mando looking for more Mandalorians to bring Baby Yoda to the Jedi. He's told by John Leguizamo that there's one on Tatooine, but instead he comes across Timothy Olyphant, the most handsome space marshal ever, in Boba Fett's armor. Mando is all, "My culture is not your prom dress." And Oliphant's like, "Listen, if you help us kill the Krayt Dragon, I will give you the armor." So they go back to the Western trope, the outlaw vigilante must aid the small town against an even greater threat. You know how I know it's a trope? Because they've literally done it before. But that doesn't matter, because this time they're against a giant worm dragon thing, and it's totally fucking awesome. A bunch of badass shit goes down. Mando deep throats the Krayt Dragon. He gets the armor and they part ways. But the episode isn't over yet. Watching everybody from afar is the real Boba Fett, all scarred the fuck up from getting out of the Sarlacc pit. Chapter 10, The Passenger. The episode starts off hot with some fucking guy holding a knife to Baby Yoda's throat. Not cool! After dealing with that shit, Mando meets up with my second favorite Amy Sedaris character, and she tells him he must provide passage for Frog Lady, the nicest character in all of Star Wars, and her eggs to get to her husband, who's got info on Mandalorians. And they can't use hyperspace because the eggs will get destroyed or some sciencey end of the line. I don't know. They needed to stretch this conflict out for a whole episode. Meanwhile, Baby Yoda straight up snacking on Frog Lady's eggs. Bad Baby Yoda! Mando gets bothered by a couple dorks from the Rebel Alliance about his transponder beacon. One of the dorks being Dave Felony. A chase scene ensues. Mando escapes on an ice planet and then falls through the floor because his ship is fucked. Mando then wakes up to find Baby Yoda eating who knows how many eggs. Bad Baby Yoda! And then they both find Frog Lady just killing in a ice hot springs. Okay, but while Mando helps Frog Lady collect her eggs out of the fucking ice jacuzzi, Baby Yoda's just running around eating shit. Bad baby. And of course they're alien spider fucking things. After a personally mortifying swarm scene of giant spiders, they get their asses saved by the Dork Rebel Alliance guys, who then let Mando go about the transponder shit and everything because he's the main character. Come on. I think it's safe to say episode 2 was an extreme buffer episode. You can go from 1 to 3 and it's fine, you know. Chapter 11, The Heiress. This is where shit starts to fucking move. With the Razor Crest hilariously damaged, they finally reunite Frog Lady with her husband. And it is more emotional than the last 6 Star Wars movies. Frog husband points Mando towards this sea captain who can bring them to more Mandalorians, but dude, watching Baby Yoda get eaten alive made me clench everything. Have no fear, the Mandalorians are here. And one of them is Bo-Katan from the Clone Wars, played by her voice actress, Katie Sackhoff. Full disclosure, I've never seen the Clone Wars. I don't really want to get into a whole, fucking thing. I don't care about that shit. I would rather watch this isolated story in Star Wars than the main canon shit. But Bo-Katan is fucking badass, so we'll see what happens. Bo-Katan and her group take off their helmets, and Mando is just fucking pissed. This is the second time this season so far. Where did you get those? Give me those fucking helmets. You're not real Mandalorian, and it's like, this is where we learn some shit. Let's take a second to talk about the fact that the Mando we know and love is sort of part of a Mandalorian cult. Like the fraction of the Mandalorians that he's a part of that don't remove their helmets are the weird, hyper-religious ones. And the other Mandalorians look at them the way normal people look at Kenneth Copeland. I just thought it was an interesting insight into a larger dynamic that we've been isolated from because we've been from Mando's point of view the whole time. Bo-Katan is looking for the Darksaber, last seen in the end of season 1 with Moff Gideon. And she'll help Mando reach the Jedi if he helps her raid a Imperial cargo ship for Mandalorian relics. It's a lot of interactions going on. It's a lot of do this for me, I'll do this for you, we'll do this for each other shit. Being the responsible father Mando is, he leaves Baby Yoda with Frog Lady, which if we're being honest, best nanny ever. And after taking control of the cargo ship in an embarrassingly easy fashion, Gideon tells the captain to pull a fucking Pearl Harbor. But the Mandalorians stop him in time for him to just pull a Eva Braun instead. This side of the Empire is kind of intimidating. I mean, seeing like this type of shit, this Suicide Soldier type shit where, you know, it's not just a giant Imperial ship that's casting shadows over planets, that somehow dehumanizes that like evil aspect of the Empire. But seeing this like personal shit close up of being like, yeah, we're not giving you reinforcements, you know what you gotta do, hail the fucking Empire, it just seems more ruthless overall, like a true intergalactic dictatorship. Bo-Katan offers Mandalorian a spot in their team, but he's already got a quest, baby! However, I feel like this won't be the last time we see her. I kind of hope it's not, because she was fucking awesome. And finally, she tells Mando about Ahsoka Tano on some fucking planet far over there. This was my favorite episode so far. I mean, it's only the first 3, but it's a good third after 2 slow, slightly underwhelming episodes, if I'm being completely honest. And I was genuinely surprised to find out Bryce Dallas Howard directed it. Not to poo-poo on her directing style or anything, but the last episode she directed was my least favorite of the first season. It was the episode I felt like was like, let's go! I want to get to the shit already! But this is the episode of season 2 that gets us to the shit already. So yeah, those are my thoughts on the first 3 episodes of season 2 of The Mandalorian. What did you think of the season start so far? What's your favorite moment from the first 3 episodes? What did you think of the first 3 episodes? What are you looking forward to most? And also, I want to know if truly, like, if it's worth watching seasons 1 through 7 of the Clone Wars, or if there are specific couple episode arcs that are worth watching. Like, maybe comment that below too, because I'm so tired to do. I don't want to do that. Alright, see you guys next time.